With RMK13, we are not looking at just the next 5 years, but envisioning what Malaysia will look like in 2040. Taking this high-vantage approach forces us to think beyond individual policies to determine what will drive the next generations of Malaysia's economy. Ladies and gentlemen, economic prospects are intrinsically defined by demographics and geography. Southeast Asia is projected to grow at a CAGR of 4% until 2040. And that will enable Southeast Asia to become the 4th largest economy in the world by then. Malaysia is sitting at the center of global growth. It falls on us then, within that time span, we are projected to be a country of 40 million people, and therefore it is upon us to contend with the giant markets of India and China. This is why the third pivot of diversification is critical. I would argue that Malaysia must become a consumption powerhouse, an economy that is primarily driven by our people will be the most important determinant of our long-term trajectory and growth rate. By boosting domestic demand, we kickstart a virtuous economic cycle. Higher private consumption creates more jobs across all sectors in retail, services, and manufacturing. This translates to lower unemployment and higher disposable income. This increase in savings helps to localize investments into better public infrastructure such as healthcare and education. A healthier and better educated people creates a more productive society, one that reinvests in lifelong talent development and stamps brain drain. It creates the capacity to design and innovate, shaping an economy that is more resilient to fluctuations in global markets, trade disputes, and geopolitics. However, placing this enhanced focus on consumption will not come at the expense of our export-oriented economy. It's about recognizing the current imbalance between the two drivers and creating urgency to close the gap. Marrying a traditionally trading-based economy with greater consumption diversifies our growth and mitigates risks. To materialize this pivot, we have to take a different approach to our 5-year plans. Over time, successive policy documents have grown in length, and when I first came to the office, I had to spend 1 week going through voluminous plans, sectoral plans, 5-year plans, digital plans, and everything. And I think we all understand that our policy documents in the past have become increasingly lengthy and have grown in complexity and making it difficult for ordinary people to read. And that is a challenge for any government. Because if we were to make a pivot, we need everyone to be on board. And we need to shape the public discourse to focus on what is most productive in our society. And while we have to carry on with the nitty-gritty of economic and social planning, we also hope that we take a slightly different approach for RMK13. So this is our vision. RMK13 will be more similar to RMK1, a strategic document that is equally concise and comprehensive. Each word must be committed towards a specific policy direction. Government does have a very important role in shaping the trajectory of our economy. Apart from our public finances, it is extremely important to provide the vision And hopefully the vision will align everyone's vision so that we can move in tandem towards our shared vision 5 years down the road and 15 years down the road. But having said that, it does not depend entirely on the government. It requires a whole of nation, and we need everyone to feel that they have a stake and they have to invest in our country's future. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a kick-off conference. What is important is not my speech. What is important is what do we make out of these 2 days of the kick-off conference and the subsequent process that will happen at different layers of society in the next 6 months, and the final product, which will be tabled in Parliament in July 2025. So, but this is an extremely important window, and I hope that I've given you a blank canvas to begin with. And I'm very much excited to see how that blank canvas eventually will fall and will come together as perhaps the most important document in the next 5 to 6 years for this country.